What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for Ready to Love season 8. We're in Dallas season 8, episode 4. Why I feel like this season? Oh my gosh, I know I'm behind, but y'all, ooh, wow, we still got 6 more episodes. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this. So it's the girls' elimination week. The women have the power, and I'm sorry, the women have the power. It's a men's elimination week. And Tommy meets with the ladies over brunch. I think it's cute that he's switching it up. They're not always meeting in the same place or whatever. So they're meeting for brunch. Well, actually, he's done that before. Anyway, he lets the ladies know that he got something planned for them, but he wants them to, get out their box, get out their comfort zone, and, go out and meet the people and date. So let me go through these dates, child. I don't even know why we talk about these dates, because we go through these dates and then it seemed like none of that even matters. But let's just get to it, shall. So everybody meets the new girl. Yeah. So we have what that boy name? It's not Marvin, it's Marvin. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And Sierra. So they're talking and they feel like they are really connected. They feel like they've dug deep and they really connected. They say, "Oh my gosh, I haven't connected with any of the other people like this. Me either. Oh my goodness, what do you think this means? What do you think this means? I don't know. That's great, wonderful." Um, Marvin, I know that's not that man's name. Mervay. I don't know what that man's name is, but either way, Merville. I told y'all in the very first episode, that man looking for a wife to raise his son. And he said it again. He wants his child to see his father treat a woman nice. He wants his child to be raised in even if it can't be with his mom and dad, he wants his child to be raised in a 2-parent situation. Y'all, he looking for a wife to raise that baby. I ain't saying he not looking for love. I'm not saying he not looking to be in love. But baby, his objective in this situation is to find a wife to raise that baby. Murrier. I don't know. I'm saying it wrong, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He talked about how the baby mama wasn't done dating her ex, and he had to get out of that situation because basically it was a toxic situation. Now, I'm going to say what everybody else is thinking. I done said it before. I'm going to say it again. Did you get a DNA test? I'm just saying. I'm only saying what everybody else is thinking. Did you get a DNA test? Just asking. Just asking the questions. But they seem like they had a really good date and that they connected. I don't see them together, but okay. Then we see Red go out on a date with Lee. Now, Lee said that she really didn't get a good vibe from Red, but not in a bad way, but she just didn't feel like she clicked with Red. But that Tommy told her to get out her comfort zone and try to, get a different, give it a second chance. So she went out on a date with Red. Let me tell you something. I was bored on that date, and I was watching it on TV. Red was giving his resume. Red was going down, and I understand part of why he was doing it, because he was like, "Look, I'm more than just the guy you know now. I worked a corporate job for a long time. I worked a regular 9 to 5. You could have just left it there, Red. You didn't have to give her the resume. You didn't have to go through your LinkedIn profile, okay? From 1992 to 1998, I worked as a such and such and such and such, and then I switched over to the public from private, and I was working for the city, the city of that. So don't nobody give a damn. I promise you, we don't care. Are you gainfully employed right now? And she kept trying to tell him. And he was like, "Well, I'm just really a laid back dude. Like, I'm not an Listen, you don't have to be hanging from the rafters to be interesting. But I really felt like you were trying. I really felt like you thought I had a job to offer you. That's how I felt. I really felt like you thought that I was trying to offer you a job. And it was boring. I'm sorry, Red. It was boring. So then they all went to the hoedown. That's what Tommy had planned for them. He had a good old Texas hoedown. So everybody had on their best cowboy boots, booty shorts, and cowboy hats and bandanas and all of the other stereotypical things you would think of with a hold down. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because if somebody invites me to a hold down, that's exactly what I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to have on some cut off jeans, some cowboy boots, and either a hat and a handkerchief, or one or the other. I ain't saying that with no beef, because I would probably be dressed like most of them too. Um, So we saw Red and Unique, and I wrote next to that, tired. You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of that conversation. Red, look, sir, I get it. She offended you. She said you had a thought job. Why are you still talking to her? You tried to talk to her and explain yourself. It didn't go well. At this point, y'all just don't get along. Like, not only is there no match, no spark there, y'all just don't fucking get along. Okay? So let her stay to the left and you stay to the right. She ain't your connection. Y'all ain't gonna match. Move on. Why are y'all still talking? I don't understand what you're trying to prove to her. What are you trying to get her to do or say? But I'm tired of the conversation. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see not another conversation. I don't want to see it at the reunion. I don't want to see not another conversation with Red trying to explain himself and why he don't have a thought job. I don't care. I was on your side in the beginning, but I just don't care no more. Janelle was in the hammock with Herbert, and they was booed up. Excuse me, y'all. They was booed up, and everything was cool. They was getting along. It was cute. You know, whatever. Phil and Aries were talking, and it looks like Phil and Aries been connected offline. They've been talking on the phone a lot, you know, and they seem like they moving forward. They really trying to make some things happen, okay? So I think there may be a little bit of a connection there. I believe that Janelle's top picks at this point are Herbert and Quentin, right? Then we saw Marvin talk to, what's her name, Nakiria, and we also saw him talking to, I believe it was Unique. And Nakiria brought up the thing about him moving to the Caribbean, and he totally flipped. Well, you know, I don't have to do that. I mean, you know, I love Dallas, you know. And she was like, but you said that's where your heart was, and he was like, yeah, but you know, I mean, you know. So she took it as he's just saying whatever I want to hear, but he did explain and say that's me making a decision without having a partner. If I were to be in a relationship with a partner, and that's a conversation we would have to have. Like, if it were just me by myself and I didn't have to worry about nobody else, sure, I probably absolutely could move to the Caribbean tomorrow. But if I fall in love and she wants to stay here and her roots are here, that's a conversation we would have, and I would maybe end up staying here. Maybe we would have a second home, or we would just travel to the Caribbean once a year, right? I think that's what he was saying, but I understand how she took it, because I kind of took it that way too. I was like, so you just gonna totally switch up now that she's basically questioning you. You switching up on what you said. So I understand why she took it that way, because I would have taken it that way too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, none of these ladies are just into what you're into, Marvin. I think they're understanding of trying to hear it. I don't think that they're judging you. Not all of them. I think a lot. I don't think the women are judging you. I think they're like, okay, that's his thing, but it's not my thing, and that's the reality of it. Like, it is a fetish kink situation, and it is an acquired taste. Like, everybody ain't into it. And I just think that none of these women are really just into what Marvin is into. I think that they've talked to him. They've been open to hearing it. They've asked the questions, but it just ain't their thing, you know? Herbert had a conversation with the new chick, you know. It was cute or whatever. Like I said, Quentin and Janelle are connected. We saw Marvin. Oh, it was Lee, not Unique. It was Lee that Marvin talked to. But again, same stuff, different day, you know. So of course Tommy's going around talking to the ladies, who's at the top, who's at the bottom, who you like, who you don't like. And basically Marvin was at the bottom, Red was at the bottom, and Chris, the new guy, his name was mentioned a few times too. So Chris, you're gonna have to step it up. But basically Marvin and Red are at the bottom. And I'll be honest with you, they left us with like a little cliffhanger. Spoiler alert, Red went home, because again, I'm 2 weeks behind, so y'all should already know that by now. But ultimately, Both of them gonna go home. Like Marvin, I think is next. Like I feel like these are the 1-2. Unless something egregious happens over the next 2 weeks, but between next week the men going, the men are in charge this week, so everybody's safe, and then the week after that, unless something egregious happens, I feel like it's gonna be Red, Marvin, Marvin, Red. You know what I'm saying? So whoever went home, because again, Marvin's a nice guy, but his girl ain't there. Like she just ain't there, Marvin. And Red, you just irritated everybody. You just got on everybody's nerves, basically. And that was the episode, child. So let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.